All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol AAPL, Apple Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow, and to all my subscribers, welcome back. So Apple had been in a sideways movement with a large tug of war in the last 2 days, and today it actually now broke and leveled off going in this direction. Now the question is, could the bulls bring this one back up with momentum, or are the bears on their way to gaining control and bringing this one down to newer lows? That's the question, and we need to look at the support levels and the new resistance levels based off the charts. So when I looked at this stock screener here on this platform, right, as I was looking at it, it was showing that Apple had always been a buy. And I mean, everywhere you looked, analysts were always saying it's a buy, it's a buy, it's a buy. Rarely ever do I see it say sell. Maybe once or twice I've seen it, but rarely do you ever see it say sell. Even if it's falling just like this and then leveling off and coming back up, they're always saying buy, 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 buy. This is one of those that, as Jim Cramer states, and I'm quoting him, and I've seen him before on Mad Money, and I like the way he puts it. This is one of those that you buy and you just hold. You buy and you hold. There's no point in selling. It makes no sense selling it. That's exactly what he states in the way he says it, which is pretty cool. But very valid point about Apple. Apple is a long haul type of investment. I mean, we've seen it over and over again grow, and then its stock splits. It's happened twice, and then I don't see why Apple wouldn't even be able to stock split in the near future, anywhere from 5 to 10 years from now, and splitting again for a third time. So that would be pretty amazing for anybody that's invested in it heavy before the first split, or anyone that's gone in before the second split, or even anyone that is interested in getting in within the next 5 years run, or for the next decade's run. So this stock is tremendously outrageous due to the fact of its market capitalization. I mean, when you think about it, this market cap is $2,006.792 billion. In other words, 2 trillion. 2 trillion. I believe it's still number one in market cap. If we click here on market cap, yeah, they are still leading, and Microsoft is catching up right behind it. Interesting enough, and Amazon fell a little bit below it. And then we have Google. They are up there. And as you go down, you can just see all the other market caps that are trying to compete and work their way up. But this is truly phenomenal how it is leading in market cap. And I believe it will continue to be a leader for quite some time. And that's a good sign for any investor. Now, let's jump into this chart here. So support was broken through previously, and our new support is 114.96. If it breaks through that, the bears have not completely torn apart this stock due to the fact that the volatility is there. When the bears appear, the bulls then try to appear and bring it up. I mean, there was a big tug of war here, like I stated, but now we're seeing that the bears have gained some leverage. Leverage to the point that they actually broke through one of the lowest points in the last recent days, which was up here at 115.64. And it's slightly above it right now, 115.92, but it broke through it throughout the day. And our lowest point right now is 114.96. Super important to keep that in mind. 114.96, I want to emphasize to all investors, pay close attention to how Apple is doing if it breaks through this support level. Very important for Apple stock. If 114.96 is broken through, pay very close attention to how Apple stock is doing and how quickly is it hitting newer lows. Is it breaking through newer support levels? Are the bulls gaining control on trying to reappear and bring this back up? Or are the bears just tearing this one down fairly quickly? So super important to pay very close attention to the behavior of this stock and how Apple stock is doing if it breaks through 114.96. Now, on the other hand, we have what the bulls want, right? The bears want to keep this down. They're dominating this chart. We're below the 50-day moving average, which is 116.98. I'd write that down. 116.98 lets us know on what side of the chart we're in. We're currently in bearish territory, and above it, we're in bullish. But for the bulls to even work their way up and continue this momentum, to get Apple stock up above the 50-day moving average, they need to break through 116.33. And by breaking through 116.33, they can turn that into a support and break away to newer highs. So for Apple to go ahead and work its way up into bullish territory, that's the first step, but it does not signify that the bulls have turned around the trajectory here of Apple's stock, right? Apple's stock has to get past the 50-day moving average to get into bullish territory. Now, 116.33 is the beginning steps for Apple to work its way up and for the bulls to end back up in bullish territory. It's just an indicator for us investors to pay close attention to and have a sense of direction, but the bulls don't have control until they break through the 50-day moving average. Anywhere below it, we're still in bearish territory where the bears can actually reappear and start to bring this one down again. So super important to keep that in mind. But this is the first step, 116.33, to be turned into a support so that the bulls can start to work their way up. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Share this with your friends and community. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications to not miss a single video that I post. Don't forget to hit that like button to let me know you watched this video. And thank you guys so much for watching. Let's make some money. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video. In that video, I will be discussing about the S&P 500 index and how it's been rising on scheduled dates. What do I mean by scheduled dates? I go into more detail in the video, but the S&P 500 index is rising up on these dates due to the fact of the Federal Reserve pump dates. They don't guarantee you profits. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold. I'm just there to inform every single investor on the great news that there's an opportunity to maximize profits and minimize losses. What does it mean for us investors that the S&P 500 is rising? Well, there's individual ticker symbols rising up with it, anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share. You have to check out the video. The charts speak for themselves. And I know that 30 cents to $3 may not seem like a lot, but it does add up per share. And like I always state, profits are profits. If you put $1 into the market and you got back $2, you've done a great job. That's what we're here for. We're here to try to learn, grow together, and maximize profits. And by just making $1 back from your initial investment, that is showing that you're on the right track to becoming a much more profitable investor. Check out the video. Very informative. I don't want you guys to miss out on it. Click on it. It should be popping up soon if it hasn't already. And thank you guys so much for watching. And let's make some money.